Hi guys, welcome to another session with me. Give me just a moment to organize everything and we are ready to start. Okay guys, let's start. If you have any question guys, just use the live chat. I'll see it. I still don't have a second screen, but I managed to pull everything up. Now if you start and take a look at the dollar index, at the end of the day, we're not changing much our view from the last time. Give me a moment. You can hear my dog. We zoom in a little bit. We can see that market finally started to move slightly lower. Definitely this week I would love to see a little bit of bearish movement in the dollar index. Let's see what we can do and what we can work with here. We zoom in and let's do. Okay. So if you start looking from here, we have 1, 2, 3. So we have only a 3 legs. Now, ideally, we should see at least a move lower towards that 97.66. That's definitely going to be that only area for me at this moment that's going to be interesting. Everything else we need to see, just because at the end of the day, the both plans can work out. And when I say both plans, I really mean that like all the way till here, both plans can work out. From here, we can start working out our magic and start building a plan on how we can approach it. So definitely short term, we should see a more bearish movements, a take of this low and that equal legs. While we have equal legs, definitely V5 can be over and we are just going to see a move higher. Or if we see a break below this 1618, that's come at 97.13. So 97.13 is going to be that confirmation that we are right on the primary view and that market is heading lower. So short term, definitely, I would more favor that bearish move till here. For me, that's all that we know so far, at least for this week. From there, we should either wait for a move lower if you want to continue to be bearish and look for a further drop down and moves below that low at 96.39. Or if we start to see move higher, we are going to continue to use that alternate view and look for a move higher. But short term, bearish is the best option that we have. The same story applies for the Euro USD. We are just going to inverse that part around. We are seeing some bullish momentum today. Nothing special, but it's a bullish momentum. We want, like, if we zoom in, what we can see that price found the support here, moved higher, made the pullback, and we are now trying to create a new higher high. So again, same story. We only have a 3-leg move and that's all. So if you just use a simple fib expansion and use that 1 equals 3, so definitely that equal X at 170.31 should be the target to focus on for this week at the moment. Like, I want to approach it the same way as the dollar index, just the inverse way around. So for us, what we want to focus short term definitely should be a move higher towards this, let's call it a resistance zone. And from there, we want to see if market can break that 1618. And if that's the case, we know we can target the new highs and return to our primary view. Or if market is going to return below 11614, and in that case, alt view is in place and we would start chasing that short options right away. Like the same approach like the dollar index, we don't want to see any swing trades right now, just because we still have a question to answer, and that is if the cycle larger is complete or not. At this moment, that's not clear, so we're only going to stick with the short-term play. So day trades are fine. Focus the smallest amount, you should be safe. From there, we are going to see what's the best thing to do. But at the moment, I like how market is working out. Pound dollar, similar story. The only difference, like we said the last time, is that we are counting that wave 5 as a complete cycle. From the low, technically speaking, this is still a correction, so expecting here a push lower. If you want this count to be right, we first need to take the low here at 134.04. And if that's the case, we just want to look for the sell opportunities. I would focus here only on the short setups, so any 3-7 swing move can be a good trading opportunity. And what I mean by, let me change the color quickly. Let's see. Coloring option. Moment, guys. So if you see something like this, you can look for the sell. Or if you see something like this, you can look for the sell. And that's what really mean when people say 3 or 7 swings. So either you're going to see a simple 3-leg move as a correction, or a little bit more complex, still a corrective move. We want to chase the short opportunities. Definitely the invalidation for the pound dollar bearish count would be a break of this high 137.88, and while that holds, we are bearish. You can use the similar approach as we are using for the, let's say, dollar index and the euro USD, and go with the idea of if we break 1618, definitely that would be the early suggestion that the wave 5 is still incomplete and that we are heading for the new high before market move us lower. So let's see how market will react from this equal X. And that's all. Definitely nothing changed. Aussie is moving a little bit, but nothing that much. I believe that we have tomorrow morning data coming from Australia. Minutes should be released in the morning during the Asian session, so that can boost the market. Again, we need to hold that idea of us seeing this as a 1-2, 1-2 and looking for a further push higher. Definitely would love to see a little bit more, or better to say, a stronger moves if we want to be confident in this count. But at least I want to see that, sorry guys, at least I want to see the break of this high, so 65.40, at least a strong move that should suggest a further bullish move, and then looking for that previous highs as the next resistance and so on. A break below that 64.54 would invalidate our primary view, and if that's the case, we would go with the idea that we are still in the larger wave 2 and look at this as a B and C. Definitely that's that backup approach. In terms of trading, I would stay aside, really. I would rather favor the long side here at the moment, but I don't see it as a that good trade, because when we are talking about finding the best quality setups, you can analyze all the markets, but you shouldn't just place your trades based on just because you think you know where the market is headed. You want to place the trades only in the pairs where you have a clear price action. And you know me, I love that momentum plays, and definitely this entire move can be said it's a momentum play. It's choppy, not my taste. Dollar CAD slightly lower for a day. Nothing really changed here. Really nothing changed here. We're still counting this as incomplete wave 4, so the entire move from June 16 should be counted as incomplete wave 4. The only question remains is like if this is just going to be a simple A, B, and C, and then a move down, or maybe we heading for a triangle here because we didn't took this high. So A, B, C, D, and E can still work out and then see a push down. But in terms of trading, short term, definitely I don't see it. Maybe a short term long if we get a pullback, like a nice flag, that can be worth trying, but always keep in mind that this can turn to be a potential triangle. Since if this is a triangle, in that case we will chase the short side. Sorry guys if you can hear my dog, but he is here from now on. He will be the part of the sessions. So A, B, and C, looking for the long, that can be fine, but look at this as a flag, and then trade it as a flag. Fine with me. A day trade, swing trade, staying aside. More or less for every pair, I don't see that many swing setups for now. Like day trades, it's fine. We can always find something to day trade. But as a swing trader, you still need to wait a little bit for a best place. Just because, let's say, dollar yen, market moving higher. Okay, we are correcting a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's a correction. Short-term trend momentum is still bullish. Equal-X should be that target to focus on 150.89. Even 151, it's fine. So I'm just looking at this move as a potential trading opportunity. And same thing as we said, either this is going for a 3-leg move and we can focus on the buying opportunities, or if this turns to be a triangle, we can focus on a buying opportunity. I would rather see maybe here A, B, and C just because that align better with other pairs. But in general, I don't see that much good selling opportunities, at least not yet. Let me check. Let's see. This is my view on the Euro Yen. So you can see I'm counting the move from March as 1, 2, and 3. The moves look motive. We tested the 1618, going for a pullback right now. So definitely, I'm not going to say that this wave 3 must be a complete move, but this is a correction. Trend should be bullish. So buying is a good option. Similar story can be seen here. Pound yen. It's a little bit choppier, but at the end of the day, it's still bullish market. And how everything seems, all the pullbacks are just the corrections. We don't have anything strong, anything clear that suggests that Yen Group will collapse soon. I really don't see it. So let's keep a focus there. I will also do a little bit one video later on pound yen on a long-term view. You'll find it on the YouTube later. If you take a look at a gold is moving today. Like, we are seeing a bullish momentum. We're just slightly going to adjust this part. Nothing really changed, if you ask me. Like, nothing. We're still considering this as incomplete triangle. The question remains, like, if the triangle is going to end in 10 days or in a month. But at the end of the day, we should be focused on, let's see, a more sideways movements in the gold. In terms of trading, even a short term, maybe you can scalp something up, but nah, I would wait. To be honest, I would rather wait. Like, we said for the last 2 sessions that gold will be that decent play for the year. So we want it in our books, but let's wait for a pullback. Like, any pullback should offer a decent trading opportunity. We're not going to chase anything. Silver also moving nicely higher today. We're still counting this as a complete wave C, but the more this is moving, the more I see that that alt count have more sense. So maybe if we need to pick something to trade between, let's say, a gold and silver, I would focus on a pullback plays in a silver, but only towards that 39.12 high. I wouldn't waste my time with anything else. I would only focus on that. BTC USD. Take a look at the larger picture, and crypto definitely, like we said, market is bullish. There is no question about that. Only idiot will tell you this is not a bullish market. Start looking from the wave perspective. Definitely we can consider this wave 4 as a complete move, but when you start counting from that wave 4 for the wave 5, we have only 1, 2, 3, so definitely more bullish potential here. Either this is going to turn to be a triangle and then we see a move higher, or another push down and a new high. Whatever happened, definitely BTC should be on your radar, especially if you're trading crypto. It's moving, especially, let's say, a summer period. We are seeing decent moves across the crypto space. Definitely the most liquidity I've seen so far is coming from crypto, at least during the last, let's say, a month or so. So if I want to day trade something, definitely BTC can work out. So the only question, we'll see, like, you can focus here as a potential triangle or things like this. So whichever comes first, this can work pretty fine. If we are looking at this as the A, B, and C, we can focus on that equal X and the drop to 113.596 before market move higher, or we are just going to see a breakout and that's all. So BTC should be on our radar, definitely worth our time. Dollar index definitely on the radar, Euro USD on the radar. We can focus on the yen pairs for that pullback plays. Gold on the radar, but I wouldn't foresee that much this week. Silver probably a better option, and that's all. Like, I don't expect something crazy to happen. We have a decent amount of trading data this week. Like we said, summer, I'm not expecting something crazy in terms of liquidity that we are going to see, but still we should be able to take a few trades based on these views. I hope you like the session, guys. If you have any question, leave them in a chat section and I'll try to answer everything. We are going to continue our work on Wednesday or earlier if there is a need for that. Enjoy the rest of your day.